Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, January 28th. Well, it'll be a wild ride this week in the world of weather here in the Mid-Atlantic region. We have pretty much everything in the forecast over the next 5 or 6 days, including some snow, some sleet, freezing rain, light rain, heavy rain, maybe a thunderstorm and some strong winds on Wednesday, and we'll talk about that in the next few minutes. Basically, we get very mild by the middle of the week, but then get much colder again at the end of the week, and that chill will last right into the early part of the new month of February, which begins on Friday. Well, let's take a look at the latest radar loop. A lot of frozen precipitation going on right now in the Mid-Atlantic region. Basically, northeastern Pennsylvania all the way down in the Philly western and northern suburbs. There's some snow this morning. Maybe a coating or an inch or so before it changes over to sleet and then freezing rain. Freezing rain and sleet right now across northern Maryland, parts of northern Virginia, and right around the District of Columbia. Warmer air is making its way into the upper part of the atmosphere at first. Of course, it's running into stubborn resistance here in the ground level as this Arctic air that has been entrenched in the region for the last several days is stubborn to give up its ground. By later on this afternoon, especially tonight and tomorrow and Wednesday, mild air winds out, and temperatures could actually rise overnight tonight in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region, climbing well up above normal tomorrow and then surging to the 60s on Wednesday before a powerful cold front comes through late in the day or early Wednesday night. Well, here's another look at the current radar, and it also has the critical thicknesses here, or the rain-snow lines. There's one right here depicted here on this map, and actually it actually should go down a little bit more like this in terms of where the snow is right now, because again, the snow is falling in the northern western suburbs of Philadelphia, northeast into northeastern PA. Much of this down here is in the form of freezing rain and then light rain from DC on south. A mixed bag right now falling in the western half of the state of Pennsylvania. All of this, in terms of these critical thicknesses, will jump to the north and east as the next few hours progress. Milder air flowing from the southwest to the northeast will first have an effect in the upper part of the atmosphere, and that'll cause the sleet and freezing rain, and then it'll even have an effect in the lower part of the atmosphere here at ground level, with temperatures inching above freezing in many locations. So it's already right around 32, 33, 34 around the DC area. And in Philadelphia, it should finally get above freezing during the early to mid-afternoon hours, and most likely stay above freezing overnight tonight, and temperatures could actually rise late tonight. Now, there very well could develop some thick fog late tonight, and that could actually be the biggest problem of all in terms of visibility and driving conditions late tonight, as that milder air, again, continues to move from the southwest to the northeast over some very cold ground conditions. Well, here's the current surface map. Basically, a couple of main features here. Still very cold Arctic high pressure sitting over the northeastern states. And here's that strong warm front trying to advance from the southwest to the northeast. Again, this cold air mass will be very stubborn to give up its ground over the next few hours. Hence the snow, sleet, and freezing rain. But ultimately, the mild air wins out, especially overnight tonight, tomorrow, and into the day on Wednesday, and then a strong cold front will barrel its way to the east coast by Wednesday night. Well, let's take a look at a couple computer forecast maps. This is from last night's 0Z GFS model run for this evening. By this time, there's still some precipitation here across Pennsylvania and all the way down to the DC region. Temperature should be above freezing for the most part here in the Mid-Atlantic region at this time. So, in other words, mostly in the form of plain rain, and it'll be a light rain. A little bit of rainfall out here over the Ohio Valley. That'll move to the east overnight tonight. And let's jump ahead now to tomorrow evening. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening. Not much in the way of precipitation tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of light rain or drizzle, especially early in the day. Maybe even some fog early in the day, as that thick fog could develop late tonight. But all in all, not much precipitation. It'll be mild tomorrow. Temperatures near 50 degrees in many parts from Philadelphia north, well up in the 50s across DC region. Here's the beginnings, though, of a major cold front coming through about 24 hours later. In fact, let's jump ahead to late Wednesday. And here's the forecast map for Wednesday evening. A strong cold front barreling towards the east coast. It'll have some heavy rainfall associated with it, maybe even some strong gusty winds and a couple of rumbles of thunder. The heaviest rain certainly that we've seen in quite a while. That'll come pouring on through here late Wednesday night, and it'll turn much colder on Thursday and even colder on Friday as we get back to way below normal by the end of what will be quite a wild week here in the Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. Stay tuned to the SIweather.com for updates. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.